Hi guys.
Hi.
We are doing our little makeover with Nikki, and we're doing a test. We're gonna do the hair first, and then our makeup. So whenever she's ready, and Zach's gonna be twisting us. So we're gonna start. Except the 40
in my head.
You know that you're gonna be halfway in and out, or is that what you want?
It doesn't matter to me. Alright, so I'm just curling your hair.
No.
Okay.
And I know your hair is very fine and soft. But if we could just give it like a little bit of, like a small bit of curl.
It normally does curl. It curls very well most of the time. Cool it, please. Invisible husband just walked right through that. Nah.
Now, what kind of curling iron do you have?
I have a big one like that. I have a little one. Okay, then you cool it. And then I have my old cosmetology one.
Cosmetology one. What's that one like?
Let me see that one. It's a little smaller than that one.
Okay, this is just a regular round barrel, like
It's a 1 inch.
yeah. Now, I don't do hair. I can't even clearly do my own. So this is just me just curling.
Just goofing.
Yeah.
I have a lot of people that like messing with my hair.
So
That's what it wants.
yeah.
Like, I really don't need, I mean, a lot of times when I do curl it, I don't need hairspray until at the very end when I'm done.
Yeah. I'm gonna grab some hairspray though. I don't know what to do with it. I think it might still be in my bag. You can look how pretty. Pretty. The color is really nice. Your stylist, she did a great job on the color. Now, you'll have to get the purple stuff. Do you have that purple shampoo?
No. What purple
Alright.
sugar?
There's shampoo that is purple. How fitting, now that I think about it. It retains the color of your hair,
Okay.
the color. So when you use this particular purple shampoo, it's going to bring back like the highlight of your hair, and you can leave that on for a half hour if you want to. So it's a shampoo, but you can take like a what do you call it? Shower cap. And what I do is I like wet my hair and then I put it in and I'll leave it for about a half hour, and then I'll go get in the shower and I'll rinse it off, and it brings the color back to my hair. So if that makes sense.
Yeah. It lives the color back from like the day you first got it done.
Right, but you can do that like once a week. You can do that whenever whenever you want to. The longer you leave it on, the better.
Okay.
So, I mean, you can do it in the shower and leave it on for like 5 minutes while you're doing, whatever. So, and then you can just take it from there.
Okay.
So, I'm just doing like barrel curls. Pause it.
I wish.
So, a lot of times when I'm doing my hair, I'll like spray. The other thing that you probably want to do, I didn't bring it, but if you're going to use any curling iron and you're going to have any heat, that's
Pause for just a second. Wait. Yeah. Go get a Kleenex.
how often do you curl your hair?
Depending, probably once or twice a month, depending on if we go anywhere. Like we go to the movies, I'll curl the back of it. And then I'll put like clips in the front. When it was longer, I used to do it all the time.
I'm just putting like ringlet things in there. What the heck is my phone going off for?
I don't know.
No idea. Leave me alone. I'm using like just junk from Dollar Tree.
That's alright. I ended up getting some nice stuff at the Dollar General because I got it for,
your 1 penny thingy?
yeah, well, it wasn't even 1 cent. I think it was an overage because it was on sale. It was like 10%, and then they had additional 50% off. And then I had a coupon, and
Look at her.
I think it was.
You missed the whole Vanna White, like.
I'll see it when I do the.
You have to watch your own video to see what that happened.
Yeah. Well, that and I'll see it when I'm editing. I don't know if I like the editing thing the software I'm using.
I think we've tried like different ones. I don't think you've found one that you really like yet.
No.
Some of them are more user friendly than others.
Oh,
So when you curl your hair, sometimes just take the hair and hold the curl.
Okay, I feel it.
Kind of like you're scrunching it. It helps to keep the curl.
Oh.
Zach found the fan. When you said the other one rattled, I was like, oh.
It does. It rattled bad.
Oh, jeez. So he needs it for like the
air, like that'll be there, and that's probably my fault. Because at birth, I had to sleep with a fan, and there's a lot of colicky, and so you did a lot of sleeping in the chair.
Couldn't see the back. How pretty. So it's Zach that needs the fan? I thought it was Jamie. Oh. It's alright. I have to sleep with a fan on too.
I've done it my whole life.
I just do it because I'm hot, like hot flashes. So I just take it and like hold it. And like keep my hand and just kind of scrunch it.
I make it out with you going.
What, honey?
He's making a zoo.
He's making a zoo.
Okay.
You're gonna be so excited about tomorrow, Zachary.
Yeah.
There's a Paw Patrol area now, I guess.
I don't know. I haven't been there in like almost a year.
I'm
now.
not going to have my zoo anymore in here.
I don't know.
I want to go that will be people deal stuff.
Okay. All right, we will be back in just a minute. So we're back, guys, and she is all
That will be
curled up. So she is. Listen, mine. All right, so you're ready. It looks really good curled. I like it. All right.
My hair's always really good curl. I used to do perms all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So now, first thing we need to do is moisturize. It's the first thing you have to do is your whole makeup routine. Moisturize.
Okay.
So your first thing is moisturize. All right. So you've washed your face. You're all clean and cleansed. You can do your toner. You can do your serum, and then you can do your moisturizer, whatever. Or if you just have like a simple routine of just wanting to do just the moisturizer, then just use the
If
moisturizer.
only go on
Okay.
done.
So let me grab the moisturizer, and I'll be right back.
Ew.
All right, so the first thing you want to do is moisturize. Moisturize. This is called Confidence in a Gel Lotion. This is 72 hours of hydration in a bottle, and it's a gel, so it feels super nice on the skin. You do feel how awesome this is.
Actually, it smells good too.
Mm-hmm. Do you feel like you have more normal to oily skin, dry skin?
I got more dry, but sometimes sometimes it feels like my forehead's like oily, but the rest of it's normal to dry.
Okay. So we'll just leave this in for just a few minutes like that. Your face needs to drink of water just like the rest of you. So you have to use moisturizer because your face will thank you for it, because everybody needs moisturizer. Whether you have oily skin, dry skin, doesn't matter, combination skin, you still need a moisturizer. Okay, so, all right, so once I do the moisturizer, the next thing I would do would be to prime the skin. So primer acts like two-sided tape. It's gonna lock the moisturizer in, and then at the same time, it's going to help your foundation stay longer.
Okay.
Okay, so what you've been using is over-the-counter types of foundations in your routine, and you'll find that if you put them on in the morning, by 3, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, or even sooner, it's all gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
It's gone. So it's not meant to stay, even if it says it's 24-hour wear, whatever, it's really not meant to stay all day because it's kind of over-the-counter products. I used to get up at 6:30 in the morning, put my makeup on. By 9 o'clock in the morning, people were saying to me, "Are you okay?" And I would look at them like, "Why?" And then I would go in the bathroom, look at my face, and all my makeup was gone. So it's because I wasn't using like the right types of makeup for me. All right, so how does the moisturizer feel? Good? Okay. All right, so next thing I will do is I will prime, and you can use whatever kind of primer you want. I got you some that you can try out. So again, primer acts like two-sided tape, so it's going to lock in the moisturizer.
Now, is primer a color? Like, does it have a color or a tint?
Some do, some don't. It's just personal preference.
Okay.
So this one has a little bit of a tint to it, but you can't see it. And this one is going to reduce the look of pores. And I'm not endorsing any particular product, so you can use whichever primer you want to. I happen to be using the Dr. Brandt primer, but you can use whatever primer you want. And it is a crime not to prime your skin. Just like even your eyeshadow.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want it to stay, you need to prime. Okay, so you're all primed and ready to go. The next thing you'll want to make sure is when you go into a store that you have the right color. Color matching can be like the hardest thing people deal with, and they have the hardest time. When you're using over-the-counter brands, you're not able to go in and get color matched for it. So you want someone to actually color match you. So when you go into a store like an Ulta, Sephora, Macy's, Nordstrom, wherever there's makeup artists, they will color match you to make sure you have the right color shade. Okay? All right, so we found a shade for you, and I'm using, this is called a Paw Palette. A lot of people ask me where I get it. You get it online, but I just use it so that I can mix color on it and I can do what I need to do. I never use a beauty blender or sponge. That's me personally, because sponges absorb all of your product. So it's just gonna suck up all of it, and you're gonna go through it really fast. And I just don't think they're like sanitary for me. I think of it as using a kitchen sponge on my face to apply makeup, which is kind of disgusting, but yeah, that's just me. All right, so we found a color that's good for you, and I'm just gonna lightly wisp it on. And then I'm gonna blend.
So you should be using brushes.
Yes.
Now, if you don't have anything like that, you can just use this, like a small brush and a big brush, right?
You could. It doesn't matter if you like take your fingers and like just apply a little of the makeup, but you really want to use a dense brush.
Okay.
In order to blend it out. Okay. So how long has your video been going?
6 minutes. We'll be right back, guys.
So a lot of people ask me about this brush. It's like my holy grail of brushes. Now what I'm putting on you is a foundation, but it's a tinted moisturizer. So it's going to give you a little bit of color. It's going to color correct a little bit, but it's not going to be real heavy like a super heavy foundation. Okay?
And the over-the-counter are more heavy.
Yeah, they can be. Depends on how they're marketed. Okay, so I'm going to show you one side of your face, and then I'll show you another. Show you the other side. Okay. I did do your forehead. So, okay. Why don't you grab that little mirror of yours and take a look at one side as opposed to the other.
It's more red and irritated. That's what it looks like. Like this is all together.
Flawless and smooth and all one color.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. So that's what
Mommy?
a good color corrected foundation will do for you. So a tinted moisturizer can also color correct. It just depends on like how, if you need that. And you have a little bit more redness in your skin. Could just be that it's like the weather, it's warm in here.
It is warm in here.
Yeah. So, but now you can see what the foundation. And how
Here,
it
I'm gonna
feels.
pull forward just so you guys can see.
Okay. All right,
Looks
so-
different. Even looks different. Like my face even looks different. Like this is not right. This one's not right.
One side's not right, one side's not. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and pause it for a second. I'm gonna come back with the finished look for her with the foundation.
There.
Okay, so now she is color corrected. It is better to go sometimes a shade lighter or just a teeny bit lighter because you can always add bronzer.
Okay.
You don't want to go the other way because if you go a shade too dark, then your face looks different than like your neck. And so people don't want to see that like line.
Like the orange line.
Yep. So you can always add bronzer, but you can't go back the other way. All right. So now that you have like the flawless face, one thing you have to know right now, you're one-dimensional. We brought you down to like a flat surface. Your face is not one-dimensional. It's three-dimensional. So we're going to add some contour to it in a little while and go from there. But what I always say is to do the complexion actually last. Because when you do your makeup, most people think to put on their foundation first and do that. I don't, because I want to focus on taking care of my eyes first and getting all my shadows done, my under eye, because otherwise you'll just be wiping off what you just put on if you bump it with the mascara or you get fallout from eyeshadow. But for the purposes of doing the video, I'm just going ahead and doing the complexion first, which is what I always do when I'm working with clients anyway. So, all right, but in the meantime, I'm going to use an eyeshadow primer. This keeps, again, same thing, your eyeshadow locked in all day long. So there's several brands that make those. An eye. Oop, don't want to poke her in the eye.
You're all right. Go do Dad.
And so this doesn't really have a shade.
Okay.
I mean, it's not going to show up as like a shade. Now you actually do have a little bit of darker pigmentation on your lids, and then everybody gets a natural shadow right here. Okay, so when I use some concealer, that'll take care of that. All right. In the meantime, I'm going to grab a little bit of concealer. I'll make sure this is the right shade for you. I don't have a lot of concealers with me, so need my plethora of brushes. Should I show my brush belt?
I think you should show your brush belt.
These are just my brushes for work. These are just a few. But I label them like with tape on them because when we're at events and I throw my brushes down, I don't ever know which one's mine. So if I don't label them with something like obnoxious color of duct tape, I don't know which brushes are mine because we all put them down and then we won't know whose is whose. So I finally got tired of like losing my brushes.
It's a good idea though.
Okay, so I'm just taking concealer right now, and I started in the corner of your eye. Here I'm just bringing it down. I'm not sure if you can see. And actually for you, I would take a little bit of concealer and just go ahead and put it on your eye, because this is going to color correct your eye as well. The primer just is acting like the two-sided tape. Okay, I'm going to have you look in the mirror just a second. Like I said, everybody gets a natural shadow right here. Okay, so I'm going to have you look in the mirror and see the difference between one eye and the other with a concealer on your eye.
Oops, sorry. Oh yeah.
See the difference? It kind of like gives your eye a nice wide open look as well.
See, when I do mine, and like when I was doing it, it always felt greasy.
Okay, it's probably because of you needed a primer, an eyeshadow primer. And you want to try not to like tug at the eye. Your eyelid and underneath your eye is the most delicate skin on your face, so you don't want to be tugging at it. So I'm kind of just, and this type of brush I'm using is just a concealer brush, so I'm not used to doing like tutorials here, so forget to tell people what I'm using. Sometimes it can take me 2 hours to do my makeup. People think I'm crazy, but I like to think of my face as a palette, like a canvas, and I just like to create different looks, just like an artist would with a canvas and a paintbrush. So, open and look straight up at the ceiling. Don't worry if your eye waters a little bit, it's okay. And when you do this to yourself, it'll be a lot easier.
I don't know about that.
Yeah. Okay.
Because me and my eyeballs don't get along when I do my eye makeup.
Okay, so now look in the mirror, you're like, and look how bright and wide open, and everything will get blended. All right? So. All right, we have a plethora of shadow palettes to play around with. So,
hang on, while she's doing that.
So now I'm just going to make sure that this is blended in. But again, this is the reverse of how I would normally do it, because I don't want to wipe off what I just put on. Okay. So the thing that you dread the most, your eyebrows. You and your eyebrows have a love-hate relationship. You despise dealing with your eyebrows, and I know this. And
I dislike it.
And I don't know why. I mean, I don't know 100% sure why.
Well, when you go to and get your eyebrows plucked and waxed, and somebody really screws them up, makes you look really weird, and you're like, yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha. All right. So your eyebrows are just like your hair. You have to brush them. Okay. So this is called a spoolie. All right. It's just a little brush on the other end of the.
This looks like a mascara type thing.
It's a little brush for your eyebrows.
I bet you I have like 5 or 6 of them when cause Jamie like buys me all these packs of like brushes and like makeup brushes and stuff. And I'm like, what the hell is that? So I throw it away.
Jeez, girl. All right. So what you need to know about your eyebrows is they're evil twin sisters and they never match. Okay.
Awesome.
So you can go crazy trying to get them to look the same, and it may or may not happen. So I spent 45 minutes one time trying to like perfect my brows, and I was like ready to like jump off the roof. So that you can have a bad hair day, just like you can have a bad brow day. Same thing, it happens. All right, so I'm just gonna fill in a little bit. Okay, so this is a universal pencil, so it's kind of a universal brown color. But you'd be shocked at how different you look with your brows done.
Now do you want my gym, Mommy?
Yeah, hang on, buddy, and I'll look in just a minute.
Your brows are the only thing on your face that gives you symmetry. So if you want to look symmetrical, then you have to do your brows. Now, you're not used to having your brows done, so I'm not going to go crazy here. You will be like, what? So. Okay. So I'm going to finish the eyebrow, and I'll be right back.
I just put my hand right there. Oh, we're still recording. There we go.
Okay, so brush 101.
Why does that
All
seem
right.
really dark in here now?
Nope, that's fine.
You need some.
Okay, hold on. You want to say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Okay. Now.
I can't rub with my phone.
Okay,
It's
go.
cold.
Okay, well.
Go get some waters, buddy.
Yeah.
Alright, so brush 101 for Sabrina. Alright, so small shadow brush,
Small shadow brush.
small dome, larger all over shadow brush, close, angled for the eyes, angled shadow brush. Okay. These two, you'll notice that the head of the brush is longer. Those are blending brushes to blend. This one is actually a blurring concealer brush, but I like to use it for all over blending.
Okay.
And that's for the crease. Now, you have
Like right here.
No, this is just talking about your eyes
Oh,
right
okay.
now. These are all eyeshadow brushes.
Oh, yeah,
Sorry,
duh.
sweetie. No, you're fine. Okay, and then there's a liner brush if we're gonna do something with liner. And then that smudge brush that I talked to you about.
Okay.
Okay, so those are the basic brushes. Now, you have a bit of a hooded eye. And so you might be saying, what does that mean? Okay, turn around and show the lovely camera. All right, so when your crease is right here, you can see the crease of your eye, right? This is the crease.
Yeah.
Okay? It's hooded a little bit by the extra skin.
Okay.
Okay? So when we do your shadow,
Yeah.
we're going to have to come up a little bit higher to
Okay.
create a little bit higher of a crease because of the hood. So
Okay.
welcome to the party. No, just kidding. And a lot of people have hooded eyes and they're, you know.
Yeah, because I'm always doing this when I'm doing mine.
Yeah. Yep. So I'll show you how to come up a little bit. All right.
Okay.
And the darker color that you put along your lid here, the smaller it will make your eye look. So you don't want to lose your lid. So I will show you how to put lighter colors along this part of your eye, the lid,
Okay.
so that you don't lose the lid. Because the darker you go there, then it will be harder to see your crease.
Okay.
Okay? All right, so we have a plethora of palettes to work with. This one I actually happen to love, these colors. So beautiful. And then, of course, everybody knows about these.
I didn't.
And then we have this one.
Again, I didn't.
So, all the palettes are beautiful. You can use whichever palette you like. It's entirely up to you. Okay?
Okay.
So, you have brown eyes. You said you usually go with something that is pretty much like basic. Some basic browns.
Black, yeah.
Okay. And
Silver, white.
Okay, so I'm gonna turn this way just a little bit. Alright. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with a light color that I'm going to go all over your eye. So I'm going to pick this one that's called Pink Cheeks. You have to tap because you will see all that extra shadow. Close. And that is what is called fallout. Hence the reason why you do your foundation after, not before. So I'm just taking that shadow brush and sweeping one color, the lightest color, all over your lid. Mm-hmm. This is the curse of the left hand. It's just a like nice soft pink. Usually I'm able to move to the other side of where the person is sitting, but it's too hard here. So, alright. Okay, so now we have just one color on you. Now I'm going to go in with this angled brush, and I'm going to take and I'm going to use this Hot and Bothered. It's kind of a smoky rust color. And what I'm going to do is start in the corner. And then people call this the windshield wiper method. So you can kind of feel how I'm just in the crease area. But I'm coming up just a little bit higher because of the hood. You kind of want to recreate your crease line in a way. Okay. And then I'm going to do what's called a spotlight. Okay. And then blend, blend, blend. Take this smaller shadow brush again, and I'm going to go in with this Heaven color.
So is it a lighter?
It's a light color, yeah. And what I'm going to do is create a spotlight. Close. And just on the eyeball itself. Because we want to open up your eye and kind of give the appearance of a larger eye. We haven't blended or anything yet. Okay.
So darker eye is not the best thing at the very first. The darker.
Yeah, on like right on your lid itself. You don't want to go super dark there because then you're defeating the purpose of trying to open up the eye. So now I'm just going in with a little bit of a darker. I don't think people can really see, but I'm going in with this chocolate martini. And it's just kind of going right in the corner. Open, look at me. Close. And every person's face is different, every eye shape is different. So when I work with people, it's like a canvas. And finding the right color shades and everything are important. So have them like take a look a little bit. Now I haven't blended at all on anything, so blending is key. So I'm going to go back in now and I'm going to use this fairy tale kind of gold.
Okay.
And then I'm going to sweep it right on the brow bone itself. And then we'll recreate on the other side. Then I'm going to take that blending brush.
Okay.
It's longer, close, and then I'm just going to blend the heck out of it. Because you want a nice transition, and you don't want it to look real harsh. Okay, and we'll take a look, and we will be back in just a second. So now that I've blended, I want to clean up a little bit of this here, okay? Just by a teeny bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some concealer with the concealer brush. If you take a look, now it looks very clean. See how it looks real clean? Okay, just kind of cut. All right. So now we're going to do the other eye, and we'll be right back.
I almost knocked the camera down.
Okay, so we did both eyes and we cleaned up. So now, in order to keep your lid from appearing smaller, you want to take your eyeliner pencil, and you really want to go as deep into the lashes as you can. There it goes. You don't want like this thick, harsh line, because then it's going to look like your lid is closed. Okay. You can even do this with eyeshadow itself by wetting the brush.
Okay.
Okay. So you barely got you have a very thin line. If you want to take your mirror and look, you can. But you have a very, very thin line here.
Okay.
See how thin it is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Look straight up. This is the fun part. Everybody always like their eyes water and stuff.
I think the eye's gonna give you trouble.
It's not the eye?
No.
What is it?
It's the other eye.
Oh.
I don't know how many times I've poked that one in and choose to it.
Do you go all the way to the corner of your eye?
Normally I do.
Okay.
But then I did. Sometimes it makes my eye look.
Different shape. Okay, so try not going all the way to the corner, and just go kind of right. Stop right where I did. Don't go all the way.
Like at the tear duct type thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay. What I'm also going to do is I'm going to take and I am going to use a little bit of that smudger brush that I used.
I don't know.
The smudger brush, but you can use a smudger brush, you can use a liner brush. I'm going to actually take some of that brown eyeshadow
Okay.
and just kind of smoke it out. Close. And I'm just doing it on the top as well. You can wet this brush and turn any like shadow really into a liner.
Okay.
Open. This video is probably going to be a hot mess. I don't do any of this on like.
Well, I can zoom in.
Alright. Now, mascara is obviously going to make all the difference in the world, so I will be right back with the mascara. Okay, so now we're just applying a little mascara. Make her look straight down. I'm trying to get right, she's got very straight lashes, so a roller lash type of mascara or curling her lashes would work really well. Look straight up at the ceiling. And again, this is why you kind of want to do your mascara, your whole eye look first. Because then if you bang the mascara wand, you're not wiping off everything. Alright, we'll be back in a second. Okay, so we're back and we have finished her eye look. And now we're just going to go in real quick and contour, and she threw on a little lip. So I'm taking this brush right here. It's kind of a flat head. And she's got phenomenal cheekbones. So we're going to start contouring from the top of her ear to the hollow of her cheek. And then we're going to stop. So we're creating dimension back to her face because she's one-dimensional right now. And then you go along the crown of the forehead, down into here, and then you almost can make a 3 with it, but I tend not to do that, just in case. Okay. I'm going to do one side of your face and show you the difference of what contouring will do for you. Okay, not done yet. Stop it. You and everybody else, they always grab for the mirror. I don't wait till I'm done. Alright, so now this is a highlight. I used just a bronzer, and now I'm just using the highlight. And the highlight is going to go just on the top of the cheekbone. Okay. And then we will blend it out. Okay. Blending is really important. Okay. So now, take a look at that side of your face as opposed to the other side.
Like that.
Cool. Oh, I see it. I have a cheekbone.
Yes, you do. Alright. So, for the people home, this way for me. Curse the left hand. Top of the ear to the hollow of the cheek. Giving you a little J-Lo going on.
That's just the bronzer on.
Yeah, just to kind of give the appearance of like no double chin.
Or triple chin.
Stop. But yes, you want to accentuate your cheekbone. Now you can decide that you want to use blush or you don't want to use blush. You have like a natural like little pink in your cheeks anyway, so you can leave it as is too and not use blush, or you can. It's up to you.
I don't use it very often. When I do, I think I use it wrong anyway.
Okay, so when you do blush, you do it on the apples of the cheeks, but when you do it, people usually smile. to find the apples of their cheeks. But what happens is they walk around like that, and then when they stop smiling, the blush is down here.
Okay.
So you have to make sure that it is on the apples of the cheeks and not down further, because people will smile, try to find their cheekbones right here, and then all hell breaks loose. All right, so really quick, I'm just going to add just a teeny bit to you. I mean, I don't know if I want to, but then you just blend it back. I mean, this is like, I barely am touching your face. One other thing I'm going to do is take the highlighter, and it's going to go center of the forehead, down the nose, and on the chin. Okay. I'm just going to blend it out, and you are finished. You are the final product. Always blend. Blend, blend, blend. I won't even go into contouring your nose. You'd probably be like, what? All right.
There you guys go. I want to see some hand. I think this is better. Probably not. Oh my God, look how bright that is. But we'll let you see a little bit more. That is the final thing. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I will try to get it edited right so you guys get to see everything. So I hope you guys liked it.
Peace out.
Bye guys.
Give us a thumbs up.
Thumbs up. And go check out Nikki and give her some love so she can get back on her channel. Bye guys. Don't give me bunny ears. Haha guys, you guys thought you were finished. Nope, we have one more thing to show you.
Okay, so to set your makeup, you can use a setting spray, you can use a pressed powder, or you can use like a loose powder or a pressed powder or a setting spray. So we're just going to use this pressed powder.
Okay.
And after everything is done, this is just a white translucent powder, which I have for you in your birthday stuff.
Okay.
And you're just gonna sweep it all over your face. This is what's going to keep your makeup set. A lot of people like setting spray. You can if you want. I prefer powder. That's just me, and it's all personal preference.
I'm afraid if you spray it though, I'm afraid of...
Yeah, you just kind of like walk into it. So if you spray, just kind of walk right into it, like the spray.
Like you do on perfume. Hello.
Yep,
Okay.
yep. And there you go. So I just used the It Cosmetic. We're not saying anything more. So if anybody knows me.
All right, guys. I think we're finally done. So again, hope you guys had a great weekend, a great St. Patrick's Day, and that pretty much is actually everything I have for my birthday, except we're going to the museum tomorrow. Okay, so bye guys.
Cleaning your brushes is one of the most important things you can do. Never use soap and water. You'll get water in this part, which is called a ferrule. This is where the glue is housed, and your brush hairs will shed. So those of you who use rakes and spinny things, I'm about to make your life easy. I use this stuff called brush bath, a couple sprays on a tissue. I just swirl the brush around on the tissue. And then I flip the tissue over. Nothing's coming off. And it's clean, and it's dry, and it's sanitary. Ready to go. Bye.
Bye.